All right, welcome to today's episode of Tomorrow's Leader. Thank you for joining me again today. I love weekends. I got to say that. I really enjoy weekends. I love the work week too. I mean, I find that I work a lot on weekends as well, and I do it out of passion. I love it. The stuff I do on the weekends, the work that I do on weekends is usually the stuff I enjoy doing, so it doesn't necessarily feel like work. But I don't know about you, but my weekends get packed. I'm a very active person. I like a lot of things going on in my life. I like socializing. I just enjoy doing a lot of stuff. I'm a doer. I know most of you are also doers too. Many of you are. Many of you are not. Doesn't matter. Whatever. You have your kind of way of living life. And for me, I like to pack in a lot into a course of a weekend, a day, whatever it is. So most weekends I've got just a lot of stuff going on. And I had a great Father's Day. I hope you did too. For all those fathers that are out there, I went kayaking with my kids. I had brunch with family, and then I went golfing with my son and my father. And by the way, I've been told I say the word golf very strangely. So I'm going to try and say this: golf. To me, I don't feel like I'm saying it wrong, but everybody picks on me for that. So I say golf. I don't think I say golf. I think I say golf. So anyway, I went golfing and had a blast. So it was a terrific day. But I had a half day of free time this weekend where I had nothing on my calendar, and I'm thinking, okay, well, what do I do? There's so many possibilities. A full half day of just nothing on the schedule to do whatever way I want, do whatever I want to do. Sky's the limit. And I know you're like me. You've got your intention is there. You want to do whatever. You want to get stuff done. I tend to deprioritizing all the house stuff that I've got to do, and I get backed up on all that. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I got a lot of housework projects, all kinds of stuff I can do. That's one. The other is I could go to the gym. That's also an option. I can do podcasting. That's an option. I can also work on my home office. I've got some stuff. I'm not totally complete with my home office, so I've got a few more things that I'm working on doing and getting that set up. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I've really got lots of possibilities and lots of options. There are a bunch of other stuff. And it really came down to asking 3 questions. And I want to give these to you because I think sometimes for those of you who are like me, where you tend to sometimes when you do have those moments or blocks of time or days where you have the intention of getting so much done, you either don't get anything done because you end up, whatever, or you kind of just don't get the right things done and you don't feel great at the end of the day. And you feel like, okay, I kind of wasted this opportunity that I had to really do what I wanted to do or do the things that were important, whatever it is. So I was thinking about this during that day, and I had 3 questions that came to mind, and I just wrote them down. I actually wrote these 3 questions down, not with the intention of this becoming a podcast, but I figured after the day ended, I'm like, okay, this will actually be valuable. So I asked 3 questions. One is, which of these tasks will give me the greatest mental reward? So what will I feel best about? What will put me in the best mental state? And the reason I say that is so much comes down to our mental state. So if there's something that I can do that puts me in a great mental state, it not only impacts that, but it also has this carry forward effect to everything else that I'm going to be doing. So if one of those will affect my mental state better or more so than the others, then that should be something I strongly consider in determining and prioritizing what it is I want to get done. Because again, sometimes you're looking at your list of to-dos and you get 10 of them, 5 of them, 3 of them, 30 of them, whatever, and it's hard to figure out, where do I start? In this case, I had 4 kind of big things that were most highest up on my list of choices. The gym, podcasting, home office, or doing the random projects around the house. So the first question was, what brings the greatest mental reward? The second one is, is there anything on this list that helps make the other things happen? You've heard me talk about the 3% that makes the other 97% happen. If you can find something that actually makes it easier to do the other things, then do that thing. Do that 3% that makes the other 97% happen. That is an incredibly effective, valuable rule or tool or resource. It's all about leverage. So thinking through those 4 items, was there something on that list that if I did that, it would actually in some way or another help make the other things easier? And then the third question is, what brings the longest term reward? So all of them would bring a short-term feeling of accomplishment, but some of them might bring a long-term reward, happiness, peace of mind, productivity, whatever it is, enjoyment, pleasure, whatever. And is there some long-term reward? And if so, which one of these brings the longest or largest long-term reward? So again, here's those 3 questions. Which one of these gives the greatest mental reward? That to me is probably most important, because everything starts with how you feel up here and what your mindset is. And if you can get yourself into a great state of mind, that takes care of so much of the challenging things you have in the course of your day. You will deal with so much better because you're in a great state of mind. So is there something on your list that will put yourself in a great state of mind? Maybe it's writing in your journal. Maybe it's meditating. Maybe it's spending time with your kids or your family or your loved one. Maybe it's walking your dog, whatever it is. If there's something that will put you in a better state of mind, put a much higher priority on that, because it will affect so many other things. That's question 1. Question 2 is, what helps? Is there something here that helps make the other things a little bit easier, or it just has a natural ripple effect on the other things? And then third is, what brings the longest or the best or greatest long-term reward, mentally, physically, financially, whatever the case may be. So here's what I came up with. My priority, because of those 3 questions, became the gym. I did that first. It gave me put me in the best mental state to be able to do the other things. It gave me great mental reward. It helped make the other things happen. Now, long-term, is one workout really going to provide that much of a long-term benefit? No. So maybe that question would not be satisfied as much as the other items on the list. The gym went right up to number 1. I did that first. The podcasting always makes me feel better when I do it. I enjoy doing it. I love doing it. So it puts me in a great mental state. It doesn't necessarily help me do the other things, so I couldn't say yes to that. Does it bring long-term reward? Maybe. Maybe this episode, who knows, goes viral. Maybe this is the episode that just propels tomorrow's leader to the next level of podcasts. Who knows? That's your decision, not mine. So that I can't say, but it certainly puts me in a great mental state. The home office. Now, here was interesting, because does that put me in a great mental state? Maybe a better one, doing that stuff. Does it help me do other things? It can. If my office is set up the right way, if it's more pleasurable, I can be more productive. Does that have a long-term reward? Yeah. You know what? Actually, it does. It does, because I do it once. I spend the time, I invest the time, energy into getting my office set up the right way and finishing the office. And that will bring, every day I'm in here, that will bring more and more reward, right? Every day it brings me happiness. I've already set up my office. I got my brick wall. I got my cool desk. I got all this stuff set up. It brings me a certain level of happiness and peace of mind every day that I come in here. I just enjoy being in here. So, but again, I started with the gym. Second thing I went to was podcast, which I think was valuable. And those became the first 2 things on my list. So, no, I did not get the office stuff done, but that's okay. I did the other stuff and I felt good about it. It was great decisions. And I thought those 3 questions were extremely valuable to make my day great. And I hope you can take those to help your day become great. So here's to being more productive. And a big part of that is prioritizing. So let me know what you think. Hopefully that gives you some good stuff, get the wheels turning, help make tomorrow a better day, or today even a better day. I'm interested in your feedback and your thoughts. Let me know if it did. In the meantime, thanks for joining today. As always, like, share, subscribe, go down below, give a 5-star review, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye.